Hey everyone, before we get started with all of our senior recognitions, I just want to give a couple of thank yous for the school year. First of all, to all of our student leaders, thank you for serving this year and for just giving to our community. And I know it wasn't an easy year with all of the COVID stuff going on and just anything else that you may have faced this school year. But I just want to thank you for being faithful and for giving of your life and of your time to others, and thank you for sharing your faith and helping us throw events or do social media or lead pods this year. I'm just so thankful for all of you, and I can't help but remember that God knew everything that was going to happen this year, and so He knew that you would be on leadership and you would be in this place of influence and where you could serve others. So I'm thankful for all of you. And I especially want to thank our 3 interns, Jasmine, Anna, and Darren. Thank you so much for this school year. You guys have done a lot, especially during fall term when I was on maternity leave. So thank you for just helping Epic to run, for praying for our students, and for just using your different gifts to give to our community. And it's been really fun working with all of you and doing different projects and just seeing your heart really for God and your heart for others in Epic. So I'm thankful for all of you, and I just pray for our whole community that we would continue to seek Jesus, especially during summer when it can be easy to be distracted or discouraged or so I just ask that I ask God really that He would help us to fall more in love with Him this summer, and especially in the fall, wherever you're going to be. So hope to see you all soon, and thanks for this year. See ya.
Can you hear it? The gentle voice of the Spirit. There's no reason to fear it. He's calling you to life. Just surrender, roll into the arms of the Father. The night is finally over. Take a step into the light. This is the day when the lost are found. This is the day for a new beginning. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Again you hear all the angels are singing. This is the day when life begins. Can you see it? A light shines into the darkness, bringing hope to the hopeless. It's leading you to life. This is the day when all your sins are washed away in the waves of His unending grace. Forever you're alive. This is the day when the lost are found. This is the day for a new beginning. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Oh, can you hear all the angels are singing? This is the day when life begins. Have no fear. Salvation has come and He is here. Have no fear. Salvation has come and He is here. Have no fear. Have no fear. This is the day when the lost are found. This is your beginning.
Hey Andy, it's been a pleasure getting to know you over the last year as we've served together in international small group. The first thing that comes to mind when I think about you is your servant's heart and your your ability to encourage others. I think that was evident throughout this year. Um, I think one funny example is when we've when we were serving together, just hanging out with Baitao and Suzune and playing the game Just Dance. And I don't think I've ever seen anybody dance or sing quite like you. And just being able to witness your eagerness to put yourself out there, your eagerness to serve these students was really cool to watch. And everybody else out there, you should ask Andy to sing and dance for you. He's very good. Um, Anyway, Andy, I just want to encourage you as you move forward on your journey to Taiwan that you would continue to look for opportunities to serve. May God bless you on your next journey.
Hi, Anna. I am so excited that I'm able to speak for you today. I think when I was thinking about what to say, I looked back and tried to remember when we first met, and I remember that we met when you were trying to give me your old biology textbook, and it was dark and I didn't see your face, and I remember it was just like, wow, this girl is so sweet to let me borrow her textbook for the year. But I think the real time that we've talked was going to Sprummer, when you shared your testimony with us to practice before you actually had to share in front of everyone. I just remember that you were so vulnerable, and I was able to learn so much from your life experience and just your walk with God. And I think it was really inspiring to me because you're just able to pursue God through all the midst of your challenges, and that is something that I really I really hope for in myself. And through this past year, I think we've really been able to grow and get to know one another a lot better, just through similar interests and the same drive. I think I really look up to how much you put into your work and how much you care about your future career. I have definitely learned so much from you and gotten so many tips about what to do and what's the next step and all those types of things. So I'm just so grateful for the things that you've been able to teach me and what I've just been able to learn from you. I'm glad that you're able to come and be part of my pod for some of this year. I know you're a pretty busy lady, but I'm just so glad that you're able to take some time to spend with us and get to grow with God together. So yeah, I'm just so excited to see what you have in store for you next as you go on to apply to medical school, MCAT, and eventually on to medical school. I know that you're going to do amazing things, and you're going to be a great doctor someday. And I know you're going to bring in your love for God into your work, and that's just something that is so amazing, and I'm just so excited to see in the future. So yeah, just thank you so much. I am so thankful for our friendship and love you lots. Bye.
Kalen Matsuda, my big brother. May not be siblings by blood, but we're siblings by Christ. And it's funny to say that because our friendship, I mean, we weren't really friends back then, kind of blossomed or like started in church. This is when like I wasn't really a Christian, but like Kaylin was a Christian. We didn't know each other really well, but we went to the same church, and him and his best friend sat by me almost like every Sunday for their senior year of church. And that's kind of how like I started to know him. And fast forward to like freshman year of college, I only knew that Kaylin was up here going to college and he was from Lahaina Luna, so I was like, oh, we'll be friends, you know what I mean? Whoa, someone from home, familiar. But anyways, we ended up becoming really, really close, and he ended up becoming my brother. Like I said, he's a person who is always there for you. He will be your shoulder to cry on, and then after you're done crying, he'll tease you and he'll make you laugh. And he's an awesome cook. I mean, that boy, he knows how to cook. He made some good fried rice, and I don't even like fried rice because there's egg in it. But yeah, he's just an awesome person. He's a person who knows how to start a conversation with a random person and talk for 10 minutes without it being like awkward. And he's
video editing skills, if anyone has seen his videos, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, go look him up at Kayla Matsuda on Instagram. Anyways, he's just a person who loves his friends and his family more than anything, but most importantly, he loves God more than anything. And the way he just loves God was always so inspiring to me, because I remember seeing, like, he was like one of those guys in high school who was like one of those like popular guys, and we would sit in church and I would think, like, how is someone like so popular and everything not afraid of like loving God? Because like in my eyes it was like not a lot of people were like, oh God, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't cool. So I was like, wow, it's so like brave of him to like just be about God. And then like coming to realize it, it's like not about bravery or anything. It's just about like, God is awesome. Like, I love God and I'm not ashamed to say that. And so it's just so interesting to me. And when I came up here, just like watching like how he had grown from our Harvest Kumulani little church in Napili, Maui, to serving in the Epic community was just so not interesting, but like just so amazing to see, and just so inspiring for me as a Christian, and just wanting to really see what my relationship is like with God. So not only did he take me in as like his little sister and welcome me into his home to make Oregon feel like home, but he really helped me figure out a way to, or not a way, but figure out like, wow, God is awesome and I definitely need him in my life. And so he's just, I don't know what else to say about him. He's just like, ask my big brother, and like, I love him. I'm gonna cry. I love him more than anything, and I'm so proud of him, and I really can't wait to see where he goes in life, and I'm gonna miss him so much. But yeah, I love you, brother. Love you, little sister.
Hi, Kat. I just wanted to say I'm so thankful that I was able to lead pods with you this year. Okay, bye. Just kidding. Yeah, I just want to say that I'm just so thankful for being able to lead pods with you. I think at the beginning of the school year, I didn't even know you. Like, when I heard that I was assigned with you, I was like, wow, this is a complete stranger. I'm gonna have to start from square one with her, but I was just able to grow so much and learn so much from you during this year of pod leading. I think that you have such an immense love for God, and you have so much knowledge for him, and I've just been able to show me how to really learn and to think more critically about my relationship with God. I think you ask such deep questions that I would never have thought of on my own, and those questions really lead me to dig deeper and to kind of question myself and question what I know about God, and to be able to grow in my relationship with God. Yeah, I've just really appreciated the time that we've been able to grow and learn from each other, because you're a real cool cat. But yeah, I think like even in daily life stuff, you've been able to teach me so much. I remember at Pod Retreat when you were criticizing my cooking skills, and you taught me how to how to cut an onion. Apparently there's a right side to cut first, but yeah. So I just want to say I'm so excited for your future endeavors as you go on and get your PhD, and also just as you go into your first year of marriage. That's so exciting, and I really hope the best for you and Vlad. Yeah, so I just can't wait to see what you have in store for you, and I really hope that next year we're still able to hang out and just stay in touch despite the busyness that you'll have getting your PhD. But yeah, I'm just so thankful for our relationship, Kat, and how much I've been able to learn from you over this year. So yeah, bye!
Hey Kat, congratulations. I'm so happy and excited for you and for your next big chapter in life. I'm just super grateful for all that you have done, for making such a huge impact on my life and becoming a big part of my college journey. Thank you so much for reaching out to me my freshman year, reading the Bible with me, and answering the most confusing questions and doubts, and just constantly praying for me. You have shown and walked through baby steps with me, from becoming a Christian and owning my faith to becoming a leader. Thank you so much for discipling me and just leading an example for me to look up to. You have poured into me as a disciple, and you have shown me how to become a good disciple. And that was so scary at first, but you've been so encouraging along the way. Thank you so much for growing and walking alongside with me these past few years, and I just look forward to seeing how God will continue to use you to further His kingdom.
Hi, Kokoro. What's up, Coco Bro?
We're so grateful to have you in our lives.
I just want to say thank you for having such a warm heart and letting us bombard your apartment and cooking for us whenever we're hungry.
I'm so grateful for all the times we got to ball together. I know that you'll always be there for me no matter the good or the bad, and you'll always be there to support me no matter what.
Yeah, you always know what to do whenever I'm feeling sad, whether it be just letting me talk and have deep talks with you, or just sitting with me in silence so I can appreciate your presence.
Yeah, because we sad boy club. But yeah, I'm just so grateful for the past 2 years getting to know you and getting to see God working your life and allowing Him to use you to work through me and just to help me grow as a pod leader and in just other ways growing in Christ. I'm so thankful, and I am excited to see how God continues to use you for His kingdom.
I just feel so honored to have witnessed your growth and just your love to serve, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things that you're going to do with God by your side.
We love you, Kokoro!
You'll always be our tree to our squirrel. Dirty Dan. I don't even know where to begin. I'm just so thankful for just the opportunity to get to have gotten to know you. It sucks that we weren't able to get closer until like the school year, but I'm really appreciative of just the friendship that we have and just the ability to just be real with each other and goof around. I really enjoy our little adventures with Mo, and my alarm went off. You've taught me a lot about loving who I am because of God, and I think that's something that I really struggled with. So I just want to thank you for just being such a great friend and just showing me how God views me. Yeah, we have had so many memories, and I'm definitely gonna miss punching you every time I see a yellow slug bug or any slug bug. I don't know why I said yellow. And being able to be crazy and go on last minute adventures, because I need a buddy like that, and I'm gonna miss that when you're gone. But I know that God has a lot of amazing things in store for you in New York, and I'm excited to see what you're going to do. Yeah, I'm really sad that we couldn't get our matching tattoos, but one day. Thank you for being you and just being the loving person that you are. And I hope that we can still go on adventures even when you're in New York. Come visit us every now and then. And I know you're staying here fall term, so this isn't really a goodbye yet, but I hope you can watch this again when you actually leave. Yeah. Thanks.
Hey David, I just want to say congratulations to you. I just think it's cool how God brought you into Dolphin Pod 3 years ago, and that entire year of growth, you really learned what it meant to be a Christian and as a follower of Christ. And as God continued to use the people in your life, like our pod, and then Jason, Steven, and Aaron, that you were just able to find a decision to accept Christ during Gelato Pod. And just seeing you grow and just seeing you like progressed in your faith throughout these years. It's been really encouraging, and I just made a short congratulations video, and hopefully that you like it. As you continue your next journey after fall term in 2020, my prayer would be that you continue to just live faithfully in God, and also just remain your identity as a Christian. But yeah, I know you'll do great things, and God has great things planned for you, so it's not the end. It's not goodbye, and I will miss you in Corvallis next year for most of it. I know you'll be doing great things elsewhere, so take care.
David, so I was thinking a lot about how I could speak into your life and say something encouraging and yet a call to action in these short 2 minutes, but God kind of wrecked my thoughts and was like, Thomas, you derp, I am the source of all that is good. And I was like, oh yeah. So I hope that the words I say edify God and encourage you as you're sent off into a new chapter of your life. David, when Paul wrote to the Romans, he opened the letter saying, when we get together, I want to encourage you in your faith. But I also want to be encouraged by yours. That's Romans 1:12. I was reminded of this when I remembered back to that pod, after pod retreat, when you came and spoke words of encouragement. For when you turned to God, when you were in a grumpy mood, and Dad relieved you of your anger as you sat and read his word and listened to him. I've been encouraged by your faith and how you find joy in everything that you do, from country western dancing to leading courtyard. And I'm grateful God put you in Truffle Pod despite how busy you were, because of the gifts that you bring in simple wisdom, such as how you approach your Bible reading. In the coming years, as you start that journey of grad school, it's going to be tough. Academia is a very interesting place, and you're going to find times when maybe your boat is caught up in all the fishing nets that you're laying out to be a fisherman. Or you feel like you've run aground in God's endless sea of grace, but really it's just that you forgot to cut your anchor in this world. But continue to press on to the goal, like Paul says to the Philippians in chapter 3, verse 13 to 14. But I focus on this one thing, forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead. I press on to reach the end of the race and receive the heavenly prize for which God, through Christ Jesus, is calling us. Keep persevering and keep pursuing Jesus. As in Acts 17:26, it says, from one man, he created all nations throughout the whole earth. He decided beforehand when they should rise and fall, and he determined their boundaries. And so God knows when his creation will become his child. He only asks that you go out to them and show them who he is, because Acts 17 continues to say his purpose was for the nations to seek after God and perhaps feel their way toward him and find him, though he is not far from any one of us. So continue to be by their side, whoever God puts in your life, and show them what it means to be a child of God, to be no longer a slave to sin. As Luke continues in Acts 17, he says, for in him we live and move and exist. So know that you are the personal child of God, as Isaiah 64:8 says, and yet, O Lord, you are our Father, we are the clay, and you are the potter. We are all formed by your hand, so remain in him, be patient with him, and he will remain in you. Abide in you. So finally, I want to send you off with a blessing and a command. Numbers 6:24 through 26. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face to you and give you peace. So finally, David, Jesus had all authority in heaven and earth. And he says, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. Congratulations, David.
Hi, Alina. I'm just so happy that I get to talk about you tonight at Senior Sendoff. I was trying to think about the first time that we met, but I feel like it was so long ago that I don't even remember. I do look back on like all the Thursday nights that we had really good conversations that led up to you being in my pod this year. I'm so thankful that you joined our pod and like have been able just to meet with us every week and just learn more about God and just study his word. It's so obvious to me how much you love God and like how dedicated you are to building your relationship with him, with your personal life, and like how much you give towards the youth group. It's just so cool to see how God has transformed your life over college. I'm so excited for you to start farm school. It's such a big next chapter in your life. But I know that God will continue to be with you, to give you the strength to do all the things that are important to you. So I'm just so thankful for our friendship and all that you add to my life. And it definitely wouldn't be the same without it. So yeah.
Hi, Ben. First off, I gotta say, I've never seen a man so in love with an ugly cheetah print beanbag, and I strive to love people the way that you love that beanbag. Yeah, I'm really grateful for the time that you spend in this community. I love that you're able to keep it real all the time and just loving on other people. Our Epic community runs the way it does because of people like you. So, yeah, I'm just super thankful that you've been around and you've been able to spread that love. I was actually thinking about you today. I was like, dang, Ivan is actually a lot like Jimmy Garoppolo because they're both like about 6'2". They both have Garo in the last name. They're both amazing athletes. But then I was like, oh, wait, but there's one key difference, and it's that you, Ivan, are a winner. You're a winner, dude, and you'll always be one. To wrap this up, I know that you said that you were just Walmart Kalen, but I want you to know that I would still pay the full Kalen retail price for you. You're the best. I hope all your TikTok dreams come true, and I know that you'll kill it at your internship this summer. See you around.
Hi, Jamie. So a couple days ago, Jamie Kim she asked me to see if I had any like baby pictures of you, which I thought was a little bit weird because like, we're friends, we're homies, but I don't just like randomly keep baby pictures of you around on my phone. But I checked anyway. I went on my phone and went like back as far as I could, and I found like the earliest picture of us that we had. And I don't know if you remember, but I actually remember this moment pretty clearly. We were like in the back of my mom's car, and you teaching me how to take selfies. You had like the hips turn, you had the puckered lips, the duck face going on, the whole thing. And I know just looking at the pictures, it's just so crazy that honestly, you haven't changed at all. Like, you look the exact same. And I don't know if that's like a compliment or like insult to you, but like literally just like in terms of just like your face and just like how you carried yourself and just everything, just your whole demeanor, I feel like it's very similar to what it was like. What was that? We were 16 or 17. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. And honestly, I've known you for like 10, 11 years, like almost half of my life. And I feel like just throughout the entire time that I've known you and just throughout our entire friendship, you've been very, very consistent in the person that you are. Like, you're very helpful, you're very loving. You always do your best to like reach out to your friends and help them out if they need anything. You're someone who likes to laugh, you're really funny. And I know you just like having a good time. It's just whenever you're there, I feel like you just make the atmosphere just like more lively and more fun. Yeah, I feel like that I'm really grateful for you. Like, we bring each other like encouragement cards and I don't know, just like stuff like that. Like probably 3 or 4 of them back and forth. But I just think that one thing that I'm really grateful for you is just the fact that even if like we don't see each other for a while, it's still like very easy to talk to you and just feels like we can pick up where we left off. And I just know that as we graduate, and as you graduate specifically, you'll be moving on to bigger and better things. You'll be going to school, you'll be looking at residency. Hopefully you're going to become, what is it, PA? Whatever that thing is, it's like under a doctor, that thing. But yeah, I just know that as you transition, your life is probably going to get busier. And, hopefully my life gets busier as well. And I just know that just in the future, I think I'll still be really grateful that even if our lives get busier and we aren't able to keep in touch as well, I think that we'll still be able to catch up and just kind of pick up our relationship from where we last left off. So yeah, and I think that as you graduate, I actually want to encourage you to just continue pursuing him and just kind of becoming the person that God has intended you to be. Hope that you grow in just like relationship and in knowledge of him. And yeah, I know just everything that you do, pursue him at the center. So yeah, I know, congrats on graduating. I know it's very hard, and I know that out of all the people in the world, you deserve it the most. Sucks that you can't graduate. I know it sucks that you probably are going to stay in Corvallis for a while too, but I just know that this is like not just like the end point for you, but as you graduate, you're going to continue to go on and do even bigger and even better things. So yeah, Anna, congrats on graduating. Thank you for everything you've done for me in my life, and yeah, Anna, stay safe out there. It's a really crazy time. So yeah, thanks, Jamie.
Hey Jamie, congrats. I'm super proud of the person that you've become and the things that you've accomplished so far. I know we haven't been the closest lately, but I'm super thankful to have you in my life because I think if I didn't meet you, things would have been different and I probably would have struggled a little more. I'm super thankful for the memories that we have, like you coming down to Vegas and hanging out with me here. I just hope that as you go on in your journey that you stay strong in your relationship with God and that you know that He will always be with you always. I'm super thankful for you and I hope that we can continue our journey together even after you graduate. Well, anyways, good luck.
Hi, Jasmine. First of all, I'm so excited to see you graduate, and I'm really happy for the opportunity you have and to see what you take from it and where your life will go. And you're about to start your big life journey outside of OSU and Corvallis, and I'm really happy for you because of that. But it also makes me feel sad because you won't be here in Corvallis anymore, and I won't really get to see you that often. And I'm gonna miss you a lot. The first beginning of our friendship, I think, was mostly my sophomore year in Twinkie Pod when you were our pod leader, and I got to know you better that year. And I really got to know you when we did a girls' Bible study with our pod, but it wasn't really with our pod because none of the girls could meet at the same time, so you met up with everyone separately. And I thought it was pretty crazy how you could give up that many different time slots in your week just to meet with the girls in our pod. Even instead of just at one time, you met at 4 or something like that. And now that I look back, that's just how you show your care for others and how you show God's love to others. But as we read through Job, I got to know you better, and we got to know Job and his friends a lot better. But we pushed through, and I'm really glad that we got to do that together because the year after, I got to be your roommate because I knew you better, and living with you has been the best time because last year I lived with someone I didn't know super well, and this year living with you, I gotta come home from school, and if I didn't have a great day or it's just school or a test or whatever, I would chat with you about the most random things, probably annoy you a little bit when you're trying to do homework, but all those little conversations really made my days better and really made my year better because I got to live with you. And Jasmine, you're one of my favorite people, and you have so many things about you that I admire and I wish that I was more like. Jasmine, you are an amazing friend, and you motivate and inspire me to be better every day. You have a great example for leadership in Epic, and I see how your faith with God is really interwoven into your life. And I see the time you pour out to your pod, both this year and last year, because I was in your pod both years, and I see how much time you give to others, and I see how organized you are with all your different activities, yet you seem to get everything done still, and I see your hard work and your dedication, as well as how you show kindness to others. And Jasmine, even though you're going to be moving away from here and from the people that you know here, I know you're going to be a blessing to whoever you meet because you were such a blessing to me and to my life. So once again, congratulations, and I can't wait to see what your future holds. Love you, Yang Gang.
Hey Jason, congratulations on graduating this year. It's really been an honor and a pleasure to serve alongside with you in Epic these past 3 years and really to have gotten to know you. We've developed such a close friendship, and I'm really sad to see you leaving, and in honor of you going on to do better and greater things, I thought it was finally time to publish the book I have written about you and me. So, as part of your senior speech, I would just like to read, this in my manuscript, I would like to read it for you. Let's begin. Chapter 1, The Fateful Meeting. I stepped into that warm, humid classroom. Chatter and liveliness filled the air as many of my classmates caught up on all of their summer break adventures. Some of my friends I hadn't seen since last school year. I waved hi to a few of them and took note of the seating arrangement up on the projector. By the windows, I see. As I set my bag on the ground, a familiar face took up the seat one in front and to the left of me. It was a guy I had known about but had never met personally. This was Wait, what? Wait, he's not leaving? He's staying next year to intern? Well, then what did I write this all about then?
Hey Lois, congrats. I'm super proud of the person that you've become and of the things that you've accomplished. I'm super thankful to have met you when I did because I was struggling a lot at that time and really needed someone, having had met you was probably one of the best things that happened in my life. I'm super thankful for the memories that we have, like going downtown spontaneously and going out for dinner spontaneously. I'm super excited to see where God takes you next in this journey. And I hope that you continue to grow out your faith in Christ and to remember that He's with you always. I love you and good luck.
Hey Matt, congrats on graduating, man. It's been 5 years, but you know what? You got the job done, and that's all you can say, man. It's been one heck of a ride just seeing you grow from just grow spiritually from your freshman year to now, and just not wanting to be a part of Epic your freshman year, and now you just want to be, now you're the next intern, you know. I just remember the days that we had playing baseball together, playing on the same club team, growing up and just getting to know each other, and now we were roommates this past year and just getting to know you even more. I just wish you the best of luck next year as an intern, as you pursue your future endeavors as well, and that I just hope everything goes well for you, man. Congrats again, and I wish you the best of luck.
Sister! Oh my gosh, I am so happy that I got the opportunity to talk for you. But where do I even start? Oh my gosh. Well, first, congratulations. I'm so glad that you're graduating this year. I'm so happy, and I can't wait to see what Jesus has in store for you. I can't wait to see you grow and be, the biggest mother of all kids. But I think we met during freshman year, and that was it. We weren't really close. And then all of a sudden we became pod leaders in the same pod together. And I am so happy that we led together this year, because we became super close and we built such a strong friendship that will never break. You are more than a friend to me, Mel. You're more than a best friend to me. You're literally family, and you're like a big sister to me, and I really look up to you. And I can't wait to graduate and hopefully go to the same grad school as you. But yes, I am so thankful that you're in my life, and I'm so thankful to see you grow and just love on to other people. And I just can't wait to see what God has in store for you. I love you so much. You're upstairs in my house right now. You don't even know that I'm talking for you, but congratulations again. And I love you, and I'll see you in 3 seconds. Okay, bye.
Hi guys, congrats Molly on graduating. A little bit of background about me and Molly is that Molly is one of the first few friends I made when I came here as a freshman in OSU in an Epic, and literally during freshman year, she was one of the only people I really hung out with. And so Molly's like a lot of things. She's pretty, she's kind, she's caring, she's hardworking, she's smart. Like literally the list can go on. But like some of the things that really stood out to me and just really like screamed in my heart was that one of them was last year. Let's just say I'm really stupid when it comes to science, and I'm just not really smart at those things in general. Like, I had to retake a few classes a few times, is all I can say. Don't be like me, but be like Molly. Molly, literally, she was, like, really good at teaching me chemistry, and she really pulled me through. Like, literally, she would sit me down and try to teach me and try to help me on stuff I didn't know. So, like, if that doesn't scream, like, really caring and kind, like, putting aside time to help another person, and not only that, but, like, really smart, like, oh my gosh, she's like a full-on teacher right there, like literally like so much in one, like but yeah, A+ friend right there. But next thing, so Molly was also at outreach, and she was in leadership as well, and honestly she's like a really big role model. Like whenever I like had some stupid ideas or like was thinking something stupid, she would always put me down the right path, is all I could say. And like she's like one of the reasons why I decided to join outreach and leadership this year, because Molly has like a lot of ideas and she's really creative, and when she sets her mind to it, like she can make it happen. And a lot of the events last year were really fun and I had a good time, and she just was a really good role model to me and had a lot of positive influence on me. And I have so much stuff I could share, but that kind of shows like a few things that I picked up from Molly and kind of represent how I feel that she is as a human being, which is just a really good human being. So I believe that she could like do great things after graduation. Yeah.
Natalie Hui. Interestingly enough, I spoke for your brother Matt when I was a freshman, and then I spoke for Joel when I was a sophomore, and now I finally get to speak for you. Yeah, just my fellow co-MC, right? I'm just super grateful that we got to spend a year MCing together, and after the Thursday nights, after Sprummers, we just hit such a vibe, and I was always super grateful for all of our interactions. And interestingly enough, you're also a chemical engineer, and yeah, you showed me that it could be pretty terrible. Your junior year, you were literally dying, and I was only a year behind you, not knowing what was to come, basically. But through it all, I just remember that you always smiled, you always had something positive to say, you always told me, Justin, you can get through it, it's not that bad, even though it was actually terrible. You kind of lied to me. But you showed me just that you can balance chemical engineering, you can balance pouring into pods, pouring into Epic, and sleeping enough. Okay, actually not sleeping enough, you didn't show me how to sleep enough. But no matter what, I'm just super grateful to have had you just in my life, just guiding me and showing me just how to make by. We're studying something tough, that's for sure, but there's still a way that we can just follow Christ in our lives through it all. So I'm thankful for you. I'm going to be following your footsteps, so please continue to guide me, and just I want to thank you so much and wish you the best of luck.
Hi Natalie. It's kind of weird to be filming this when you're in the room right next door to me. I hope you can't actually hear me right now, but it's kind of a weirder thought that you won't be in the room next door to me in a couple of months. You'll be down in California, and I am really gonna miss you. You have done so much just to show me who God is. I still remember being on your basketball team and knowing like absolutely no one on the team, and just trying so hard to remember your name. And even then, when you hardly knew me, you gave me a hug when I didn't know I needed one. You listened to me. You encouraged me. I just thank you for loving God the way you do and loving others the way you do. You've taught me so much about what it means to live for Christ and to listen to others, and you've really shown me how to love well. And that's something that I think is going to go beyond what you could ever imagine. God is using you to further his kingdom and to show people his grace. You are such a light in my life, Natalie. And I'm really, really going to miss you when you're gone. I'm going to miss all of your amazing random little comments that just make us all laugh even in the middle of quarantine. We'll still be able to stay connected over Zoom. Thank you, quarantine, for showing us that. But it's not going to be the same. That said, I know that God has amazing plans for you, and that in California, He's going to continue working through you in other people's lives. And I'm really excited for everything that God has planned for you, because I know that it's more than we could ever imagine. And I also know that one day we'll get to spend eternity together. I'm so, so grateful that I get to call you my sister in Christ. I don't know where I would be without you, honestly. You were one of the first people to make Epic feel like home. One of the first people to make Epic feel like my family up here in Oregon. And so thank you for that. Thank you for welcoming me and for listening to me and supporting me the way that you have. Have a good one, Nat.
Sandra, it's weird to think we have only known each other for like a year and a half, but it feels longer than that. It's also kind of fun to think that it all started from me nervously pulling you aside and asking you to disciple me, but there truly hasn't been a day that I've regretted it. I honestly wish that it could have been longer than the time we had. I'll try not to make this too sappy, but I truly appreciate everything you've done for me, from helping me grow as a Christian to giving me a ride back to Portland, even though I live on like the opposite side of town. And there's been so much more, but I feel like if I listed it all here, then we'd be here for a long time. You've also influenced me with so much wisdom, like answering my questions whenever we're reading the Bible. Or just general life wisdom, such as when I was conflicted on which leadership team I should serve on, and you advised that I should serve on leadership team. And even as we served on leadership team, you continued to give me advice, such as when we were at pod retreat, and I was conflicted on what I should do as a leader, and you gave me the advice on what was the best thing to do. And in the end, this is a really long way to say thank you for letting me confide in you, even though I keep throwing up walls. Thank you for being a mentor to me, and lastly, thank you for being a friend. And I know this is not our last goodbye.
Hey Sarah, congratulations on your early graduation. I know you graduated winter term, but we just want to recognize you with all of the other seniors. So I'm glad that you were part of our community for the past couple of years. I'm thankful that you decided to follow Jesus while you were here, and you even served on a social team, and we're just part of our group. So that's a lot of cool memories to take back with you after graduation. And I remember when you were on social team, and during the Halloween party you led the table where it was like Fear Factor or like gross eating. I mean, I want to stay away from that table, but you've always been fearless and down to do anything, so it's been cool like seeing that part of your personality. And I also remember just being always able to talk about sports with you, especially women's basketball. So that was pretty fun, a fun memory that I have of you. But hope you're doing well. I pray that you are seeking Jesus wherever you're at. But congratulations on your graduation, and hope you're doing well. And if you're ever in Corvallis, let me know. But yeah, thanks for being a part of our group, and hope to see you sometime soon. See ya.
Congrats
on
your
graduation.
Serena, I am just very, very grateful for you and for our friendship and just how much we've gotten to know each other in the last couple of years. It is so crazy just how similar and yet different we are. Your dedication and motivation to work out is like the last thing I have on my mind. It's very encouraging just to see how much you've grown spiritually. And I hope that you'll continue to seek Him and put your trust in Him.
Well, it is also amazing to see how you went from, that non-religious girl that I kind of say, oof, man. From my high school Spanish class to like now, look at you. Wow, a Christ follower, inspirational, independent woman. Yeah, just it's really amazing. Wow.
We're so happy for you.
And we cannot wait to see what God
has in store for you.
Yeah.
Hey Timmy, I'm really glad to see you at your senior send-off. I wanted to be the one to send you off because when I first came to Epic, you were one of the first people that I met, and you were one of the first people that really showed me around college and just, you just invited me to go out and get boba. You brought me with you, to get your Nintendo Switch, and we played Mario Kart together and Xenoblade. You invited me over when I was just bored in my dorm. And yeah, we just had a lot of fun. You took me out to boba. I always look forward to seeing you play cello at church too. And you really showed me how much fun college could be and really helped me get a handle on just college life. And I'm really grateful to you. And even though you may think of yourself as shy, I really respect you just with your people skills and just seeing you be friendly with everybody and just like know so many people. And even after my sophomore year when I didn't really see you around at Epic anymore, but I did see you around other places and you still looked out for me and you still took care of me. And you just never failed to make me smile. I'm super thankful for you and I just wish you all the best.
Vlad, we're breaking up. I'm sick and tired of the role of mistress that I've been reduced to. For 2 blissful years, Vlad and Jason terrorized the Epic community online, and it felt like we were an unstoppable force. But now, it feels different. Things started off well. I loved your heart to serve, the warmth of your interactions, your abs, and your massive biceps. Even as a freshman, you took on leadership roles and guided people to Jesus. You're a man built to advance the kingdom and just a great guy all around. But then she came along. There was a time when you referred to me as your better half, and I would always agree because I knew it was the truth. But those days seem long gone, and I can tell you've moved on. I finally realized the truth when you got married. Most people are able to figure out that their loved one is slipping away before they achieve legal marital union with another human being, but I guess I'm one of the unlucky ones. Even despite this, I had a shred of hope left. Maybe we can still be Vlad and Jason anyways. But the final straw came when Byron tagged you and Kat in a photo of your wedding announcement. I read the notification and it said, with Kat Vesley and Vlad and Jason. It felt like a knife was being plunged into my heart as I realized that it's actually me that's been third wheeling this whole time and not Kat. So that's it. We're done. I can't do this anymore. I've created a new Facebook page for myself, and the name of the Vlad and Jason account will be changed to Vlad Vesley as soon as Facebook approves the request. I'm sorry, but I think this is what's best for both of us. I hope things are better without me and that your future can still be bright. Goodbye, Gigantic V. I hope we can still be friends.
What's good, Wes? First of all, I want to say congrats on your graduation, and it's been a pretty long ride, and you finally made it. I just want to let you know that no matter where you're at, God will always find a way to use you to glorify His name. God always has a plan for you, and yeah, just let Him to continue to guide you down your path. I'm so happy for you, brother, and whenever you have time, just come down and visit us, right?
Hi Ashley, congratulations on graduating. I hope after you get that diploma that you can finally relax after everything's over. I have so enjoyed getting to know you these past few years at Epic, and I'm always so impressed by how you manage to balance school and your many hours at work and coming to Epic and real life. You are so creative, and I love getting to see all the projects that you work on, from your sister's wedding dress to shoes that you paint, and it is so encouraging to me that you are wanting to use your skills to serve Jesus in the future. So yeah, I'm just so thankful for all the conversations that we've had in Epic and the times that we were able to meet up, and I'm positive that you'll continue to use your testimony to show people how much Jesus loves them. Yeah, I'm really sad that we didn't get to hang out more this past term, but I hope we keep in touch, and I wish you the best of luck as you move forward.
Thanks for watching all of that with us, you guys. I was really happy to see all the different ways that the seniors have made an impact on us, and it was great celebrating what they've done as well as sending them off into their next life after OSU. And I'm really grateful for all the people in Epic that have been a part of us for so long. And that's gonna wrap up pretty much what we have for tonight. So thanks for watching for Senior Sendoff. And Epic's gonna be done for the rest of the year, but in the summer we're gonna have summer Bible study starting in July. So if you're interested in that, just wait for information to come out about it. It should come out pretty soon. And thanks for sticking with us all year, and we'll see you next time.